Getting a spot on this campground is really hard. You have to book several months in advance to get a spot. Hi guys, this is Rohit Farmer and welcome to Outdoorsy Indians. Today I am at the Assateague Island where I'll be camping tonight. I'll show my camp setup and then I'm gonna walk around until the sun sets. So the island is in between the Atlantic Ocean, which is on my right hand side, and on the left hand side is the bay. I want to shoot the sunset on the Bayside tonight, and then I'll try to shoot the sunrise on the Atlantic Ocean side. So I'm gonna walk around, hike a little bit, and show you the island. That's the ranger office where you check in when you come to the Assateague Island on the state park side, and that's the entrance to the campground. So it's gated, so you have to book in advance and get the gate code to go to the campground. So these are the campsite that are next to the beach, and that's just A loop, and this is the B loop. My site is at the H loop, so it's a little bit more hike, and usually it's a one-way in and one-way out. That's how most of the campgrounds are. That's the C loop. I have reached my campsite, which is 2:30 in the H loop, and there's a picnic table with a fire ring. There's a door that you can put some stuff in it and close it, so I think it is to protect your stuff from the horses, which is the key thing at the Assateague Island. So there are wild horses over here that roam around the island, and people usually come to see them. It's recommended not to put any food outside, so we have to store all the food and trash in the car. But I think that's one place also where you can put some stuff, and then space around this patch of driveway. Most of the people have RVs or campers. There are very few people who are by their car and only have a tent. There is no shade here, right? There we only have some bushes and very small trees. So even though I have a tarp, I can't set up a ridge line and a tarp to make some shade for myself. So if right now the weather is not too hot, but if you're coming here during the summer months, then you need to have some sort of a canopy. Otherwise it will be really hard for you to stay on the campsite during the day, unless you want to spend most of your time in the tent. I'm gonna pitch my tent here. It's flat enough, and I think the ground is also solid enough for the stakes to go in. It's not as fluffy as if it is just sand. There is some grass and vegetation. The temperature is okay. There's a coolness in the breeze, but the sun is glaring today. So I thought that as soon as I'll reach, I will pitch my tent and then walk around. But I feel like I would probably do it after the sun sets, so that the sun is not just glaring at me and I'll get too sweaty before I even start walking around. I'm gonna go to the beach and then walk all the way to the national park site where I want to go and check out a trail, and the sun is going to set in that side, like the west, the bay side. So I'll be able to make a video of the sunset while I'm on the national park side closer to the bay. So I think it's around a mile long walk to reach there, but I'll see. So that's the ocean. I'm gonna just walk to the beach and then start walking south, and then once I reach the national park side, I will then start walking west to reach to the Bayside. And then once the sun has set, I'll come back and set up the tent. So the sun is gonna set around 8 o'clock, and right now it's 4:26 p.m. so I have quite a bit of time to just walk around and see things. And even after the sunset, there's usually light for another half an hour, so I think it will be enough for me to return and start setting up the tent. So I'm now going to the beach, and then I'll start walking down south to reach to the national park area. Dunes are fragile, keep off. So yeah, lovely sand dunes, and they are fenced, so in between the campsite and the beach, and that's the Atlantic Ocean. There are not many people around because the season has not begun yet, and That's one of the reasons I was able to get a spot. And also, one thing the island is apart from horses, the other thing the island is famous for is insects. But so far I have not experienced a lot of bugs, also because the sun is out. Maybe at night I'll feel more bugs. So if you are planning a trip to this island, especially during the summer months, in addition to a sunscreen, also bring insect repellents. This is beautiful. And right now, because it's pre-season, there are no lifeguards on this beach. So I'm not planning to go into the water, but just to let you know, I think the season is from the Memorial Day to the Labor Day, the standard Maryland season, or the standard US season for swimming. So at that time you will see some lifeguards, but not right now. So now I'm officially in the national park area. I have to walk a little bit more before I can start going towards the Bayside. And so far this has been really beautiful and very calming and quiet. There are not many people around. The sound of the ocean is amazing, and I'm just loving it. It's not too hot. It's not hot at all, and the wind, the breeze is really cool. The only thing is that just the sun is glaring at my face all the time, but I think it's much better than what you would expect during the summer months. So I have not spotted much horses yet. I've only seen one horse at the very entrance of the state park when I just crossed the bridge. This is the first entrance to the beach on the national park side, and I'm gonna take this bridge to go to the Bayside, and I think I'm following the right direction. So those booths are the entrance station where you show your pass or buy your ticket. That's a big parking lot at the very entrance to access the beach. I am trying to go on the Bayside Drive, which leads to the life on the Marsh trail. I think that's the closest trail to my campsite. I don't want to walk too far, so that's where I'm trying to go. Bayside Camping and Recreation Area. This is very quiet, not a soul here. No humans, no horses. Well, I do see some cars coming. That's the entrance to the life of the Marsh trail. So that's the starting. So that's one end, and that bridge is the other end. I'm gonna do the clockwise. Okay, now I can hear insects buzzing in this area because it's all marshland. So I'm wearing my insect repellent, but only on my feet, not the rest of the body, because at the campground I didn't hear any insects or nothing stung me. So I thought if I just cover my feet, and when I come to this area, it's more likely that the insects will bite my feet first before the rest of my body. So, oh, horsey! Finally! 3 horses. 1, 2, 3. There are people on the boardwalk. Sun is still up. Oh, this is beautiful. It's very calm and quiet. It's very calm. This is actually a very good place to see sunset. So from the life of the Marsh Trail or this boardwalk, you can actually go to this beach area. And I've been to this park before, 2 years ago when we visited Ocean City. We also did tour to the Assateague Island. We actually came to the national park side, and the bay water is always warm, or at least at that time of the year it was much warmer than the Atlantic Ocean, and it's also not very deep. So it was, for us, it was easy to walk like a very long distance and still have the water at the knee length. We had a good time over here. So I was over there and and I just decided to just walk on the beach a little bit further. This is a good place to do stand-up paddle boarding, and I really want to bring my paddle board and just paddle all the way to that island. It'd be so cool. This is the bigger beach area, and this is where we came last time. There's a big parking, and here there are rentals also. So it's Assateague Outfitters, so you can rent canoe, stand-up paddle board, and also I think kayaks. So I'm going to just relax here until the sun sets. It's a very nice view. I have walked quite a bit, so my legs are hurting, and I still have to walk back to my campsite, and it will be after the sunset. So I have my flashlight, so there shouldn't be any problem with the lighting. Okay, so the sun has set and now I'm walking back to my campsite. So it's dark now. I mean, it's enough for me to see where I'm going, but it's getting darker very fast. I have my headlamp with me, but I have to get out from this national park area and then get on the beach and then walk all the way to my campsite, which is in the Assateague State Park area. So it's almost, I would say, a 0.8 mile away from here, so it's a bit of a walk, but I'm okay. But I still have to set up my tent and cook dinner, and it's getting dark, so I have to walk fast. There's some bird that's making that sound. I don't know if it's a bird or some kind of an animal, I don't know. Although I covered the distance very quickly, I still have to get on the beach and walk along the beach, but I'm covering ground very fast. I walked on the beach for like 20 minutes. It was tiring. It's pitch black, it's dark. I have my headlight on, and I was talking to my wife while I was walking on the beach all by myself. There are a few people. It's hard to shoot. I quickly set up my tent and get the fire going. I still have to cook my dinner, but since I'm eating backpacking meal today, so I just have to boil a cup of water and make it. So I'm gonna do that over there close to the fire, and I'll show you the tent setup in the morning. But for now, yeah, here's my tent, and it's all my camping gear in my car. That's my trusted lantern, and that's my fire going. Yeah, fire is going on well, so I hope I'll have a good time. I'm gonna cook this chicken fajita bowl by Mountain House. Hot water to it and seal it for like a few minutes, and it will be ready. So I'm boiling my water on this Coleman single burner stove. Campfires are probably the best part of any camping. I love it. And when you are doing a campfire, always carry some water with you, which I have over here in this collapsible bucket to put it off, and just in case there are any accidents. Okay, now I'm in my tent in my sleeping bag. It's 11:26 p.m. so yeah, it's late at night. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. So I woke up at 5 o'clock and now I'm walking to the beach to watch the sunrise. It's already pretty bright, but I think the sun has not risen yet. The sunrise was really beautiful, and I managed to reach just on time. So now I'm gonna head back to the campsite and start cooking my breakfast. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Before I pack everything up, I wanted to show you guys my tent setup. This is my one-person tent. It's by Alps Mountaineering. I think the model number is Lynx 1. It's a pretty good tent. I have used it multiple times. It's very resistant to wind and also rain, and it's very easy to set up. This fly zips up like this, so you have some space between the fly and the tent that you can use to store your shoes or some gear that you don't want to put inside the tent. I usually just stake one side of the fly and keep the other side open, so that I can just flip one side and get in the tent. I just have a blue utility tarp that I use as the ground sheet. It just helps a bit with the cleaning. If there are sharp twigs, it will help not to get your tent punctured. This is the tent. It's pretty cozy for one person. It's more like a backpacking style tent, so it doesn't have too much height. There's a net hanging from the ceiling of the tent that you can use to put your gear like car keys or wallet. This hook you can use to hang a tent light if you want to. I used my home sleeping pad as the first layer, and this is by Xbed, which I bought from REI. I also use an insulated air pad, which is like an inflatable mattress. It's a Helix by REI again. This is my sleeping bag, which is by Marmot. It can go all the way to -5.8 degrees Celsius or 21.6 Fahrenheit. It's very good. I think I have done like 10 campings so far with this sleeping bag, and I really love it. So now I'm going to take down the tent and pack everything up and probably just walk around a little bit more. See the state side of the park. Yesterday I covered most of the national park side, and then head out before 11 because I have to check out by 11. Now I'm just walking around on the beach. I still have 2 hours before the checkout time, and I'm trying to collect some shells for my kids back home. Most of the shells are broken. It's hard to find a fully intact shell, but anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's sunny. Sunrise was amazing, and it took me some time to make my breakfast today because it was very windy, and so it took a long time for the water to boil. So I mean, this was the easiest breakfast that I ever made while camping. Still, it took way longer than I wanted it to be. So I have checked out and now I'm ready to head home, and I have bought these postcards, so 6 of them, 1 for myself and 5 that I can give away. So if you want an Assateague Island postcard sent from Maryland, USA, then comment below and I'll reach out to you. No matter where in the world, I'm happy to send you one. Bye. See you next time. Peace.